Group uncovers federal government's fresh plot to taint Atiku, destabilize PDP. Can you imagine? I will not be surprised if this is what Wike is going to go do in APC. So a group has uncovered federal government's fresh plot to taint Atiku. What is this plot all about? The same way they're trying to taint to be, they have not been able to do it. What taint is this now? So let's see what the government of Tinubu is trying to do. A non-governmental organization, Face of Waziri Nigeria. Wow, that is Fown. Face of Waziri Nigeria. This must be people that are supporting Atiku. Has accused the federal government of trying to debase the former Vice President Atiku Abubakar and the reckoning of people who loved him. The group, in a statement signed by its Director General, Mr. Buki Adeniyi, unequivocally said that the President Bola Ahmed Tinubu-led presidency is enraged and perturbed by the dodged move of Atiku to uncover the president's claimed school record through a court case instituted in the United States of America. So according to Fown, Tinubu will stop at nothing to uncover his tracks, to cover his tracks, seeing all his past now haunts him badly. The group said there are strong indications of prevailing confusion within the presidency over the ongoing court case in the United States of America instituted by Alhaji Atiku Abubakar. They're desperately searching for a diplomatic resolution to stop the release of Tinubu's claimed school record, which might open what we termed the Pandora box. In order to debar the truth from all Nigerians, they have plans in top gear to engage the media, religious bodies, civil society organizations, political and traditional leaders in the guise of doling out palliatives, having approved the sum of 5 billion naira to states. Imagine what the humongous total sum of money shared across states will fix in the healing petroleum refineries of Nigeria. The ailing petroleum refineries. This, in the real sense, is targeted at regaining the confidence of the masses, especially in the north, where much trepidation abounds, and points to the fact that they are fast losing grip there. There are moves to deliberately blackmail Atiku Abubakar so as to reduce to its barest minimum his popularity in the northern region through promotions of anti-masses policies, campaigns against his personality. The method adopted to execute the heinous crime against humanity and Nigerians in particular includes the media and religious leaders in the north, and they were engaged to fan the ember of discord within PDP. Now, wow. I'm sure this is the kind of job Wike will do, even though his name is not mentioned here. Okay? So the reason the government is trying to taint Atiku is because Atiku has instituted a case in the U.S. that is currently a big one that the presidency, including Tinubu, is grappling and struggling to manage. Okay, so they're trying to promote a diplomatic engagement in the U.S. to see how that case can be frustrated, to see that the record is not released. But I'm sure Atiku has instituted that case, and that case will definitely go on. The only problem I have in that case is that U.S. government is not to be trusted. Both the U.S. and France and UK will keep those records and find a way to hold those records back. Okay? Because if they don't, and in this case, the U.S. government also know that the whole world, including Nigerians, are watching them. Okay? So if they go ahead to influence the Chicago State University not to release that document, or influence the court to derail that case, then that proves that the U.S. government is actually the main problem of Nigeria and some other African countries. So with all of this happening, Tinubu has seen that a lot of his past are haunting him now, and will stop at nothing to prevent the release of any information further that will further tarnish his personality, and will also stop at nothing to cover up everything about him, including the known and the unknown. It's a very serious one, and people they call themselves Feast of Waziri Nigeria. They are the group that are, supporting Atiku Abubakar. They are the ones that came out with this suspicion or this allegation. So this is obviously a serious one, and I know Atiku should know better that you can't fight Tinubu and Tinubu will be sleeping watching you. He will also set his machineries ahead to defend him. Okay, there are a few comments here. Somebody say empty. That means this message not get anything. Somebody say you are nothing but jobless praise singers. Is Atiku even in Nigeria? Start your activities from there. Can you imagine? Ferdinand, are you in Nigeria? And that's another question that they have asked him now. Atiku is never your mate. They don't defy themselves. Okay? Someone say, no, Atiku is not in Nigeria, but it is your Tinubu who has the passport of Guinea-Bissau that is in Nigeria. Tribalism with key Nigerians. Abi, taint what? Taint an already super tainted image. That is it. Atiku's image is tainted, but I'm sure cannot be as tainted as that of Tinubu. Right now, if you put Tinubu and Atiku, everybody will follow Atiku. Tinubu can do nothing against Atiku, who is not a vindicative politician. If the worst comes to the worst, Atiku will ask Peter Obi to go back to PDP and he will support him. Abi, Peter Obi will never go to PDP. Let them keep their PDP. The peace was empty. No, his father is more Nigerian than Atiku. Useless son of Panwine Tapa. Jealousy will soon kill you. Can you imagine? They're fighting themselves. We know you for that before APC shame. That is politics. I beg, shift one side every time in confirmed report. So what is happening here? Somebody say Atiku, there's nothing Tinubu can do Atiku. Why others are saying Atiku is not in Nigeria? Why others are saying that Atiku already has a tainted image? What is there to be tainted again? That's why it's good to keep your hands clean. He that must come before the king must come with his hands clean. Exactly. So I pity Atiku anyway because he also has some things. Before what his name, his former boss, Basanjo wrote a book about him and tried to ensure that he does not come to power. It means that there's something about Atiku. The only thing about Atiku is that he likes keeping his cool. And sometimes the way he keeps his cool, it makes me surprised because he's keeping his cool like somebody that is being blackmailed. Like somebody that if he talk too much, they will release the recording about him. So he tries to be careful in the way he operates. But at the same time, I think he should know that he may not be able to rule Nigeria. He needs to go and rest. That is it. Let younger blood rule Nigeria. So thank you for listening. And let's have a comment. This is what Fown is writing on behalf of Atiku. Fown, Fown, they call themselves Feast of Waziri Nigeria.